Alright, what's up guys, Spider here, and today we're going to be doing a rank 4 Spider-Man showcase. So this is OG Spidey. Oh yeah, it's OG Spidey. You guys definitely see that. So we have OG Spider-Man here at SIG 128, and he is sitting at rank 4. Now if you guys want to know why he's at rank 4, go ask Monkeys and Eggy in the comments. Just go ask them. Ask them why we have OG Spidey at rank 4. But also, I had to take him up. He is one of my favorite champions in this game. And one of my favorite characters of all time. And can we just admire how beautiful this suit looks here? Like, as a fanatic of Spider-Man, he's been through very different various suits throughout the years, but like, oh my gosh, this one looks so cool. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into his kit. Okay, so his kit here has a 22% chance to evade attacks. Now this does not trigger while blocking unless the attack is unblockable. So if they do have a special attack that's unblockable, or if they do have a basic attack that's unblockable, there's a 22% chance that he is going to evade it. Now I do have him up here at 128 SIGs, so I'm not too sure how he would be with a First Awakening. And then if you go down here, the duration of Spider-Man's taunts and the potency of the taunts are increased every single time he gets, sigged up here. Okay, so next he has the 4+ webbing. The debuffs from the webbing can also stack up to 2 times. So you are going to want him possibly awakened. So as we go down here, the things that you need to know about his kit is that you're going to want these webbings stacked on him. Now you may ask, how do you get the webbings? You are going to get 1 webbing per SP1 hit, or you can go ahead and just use the SP3, which is going to inflict 5 stacks of webbing. You can either cycle, I like to do 2 SP1s and an SP2, or you can just go up to an SP3, use that, and then just use an SP2. So what you can do is you're going to want to inflict the webbing, and then you're going to want to also inflict these debuffs on the opponent, because at 1 webbing you inflict something called a debilitate debuff. Now this increases the duration of any new afflicted debuff other than the debilitate itself. If I can speak. Next is the wow, we are just having a hard day speaking today, aren't we, huh? Next is the deceler. Yeah, I swear I'm gonna break my phone. I'm gonna break my phone. We have the decelerate debuff, which it reduces unstoppable and evade ability accuracy. So like if you're playing against a Juggernaut, or you're playing against anybody that's gonna have any ability accuracy, like if you want the webbing debuffs to go ahead in place, what you're gonna have to do is, I like 2 rotations. You guys can read the rest of this, or you can look at the taunt and everything else. But if you go ahead and you go down to the SP3, if you use an SP3, it applies 5 stacks of webbing. So immediately you're gonna start gaining buffs, and you can only have 2 stacks of each buffs, which is 3 of them, plus the taunt. You can get the immediate 6 stacks of those buffs super quick. So I either do an SP3 and an SP2, because the SP2 is where the damage is, or an SP3, I do 2 SP1s and an SP2. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the kit. We're going to jump right into testing OG Spidey. So I've actually juiced him up, and I've created a synergy team, which is going to be best for him. Now, we're going to go ahead and do 1 fight without the synergy team, and then we'll do a fight with the synergy team, and then I will meet you guys back here for that. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and take OG Spidey into the Labyrinth of Legends. So we're going to be testing out his damage. I'm going to show you guys full rotation, and I'm going to show you. So I like to start off using a heavy attack here, and then we're going to cycle over, and we're going to do 2 SP1s, and then we'll do an SP2. So the thing about OG Spidey is that a lot of his damage is going to be completely dependent on your critical rating. So if you don't have your mastery set up where you're going to be doing some crits, you probably aren't going to do some damage. But at the same time, I don't have the craziest masteries, and I'm not going to spend all my time doing that. So this is just going to be the most average account of OG Spidey. Here we go. So we're doing some good crits. Boom, 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 boom. And as you can see, we're getting closer, like around like 9,000 crit is what I've averaged, so I got up to 7,000 there. Medium, light, medium. I found medium, light, medium to work very well with OG Spidey. So medium, light, medium. Of course, when I say that, it's not going to work. So let's go ahead. We have the 2 debuffs on him now. as you can see, his evade just kicked in there, which is super helpful. And then, boom, 136k with an SP2. And then it stun locks him for a little bit, which is also nice, so that he can do get some combos in, you know, use him as a little body bag there. Go, boom, 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 boom. Special. Okay, so we have something falling off. Let's go for our last SP2. 37,000. See, that's what I'm saying, is you can either falter between like some high-end damage, or you end up doing 37,000. Which I almost feel like this champion, I feel like he's built to just hit. Like, I don't feel like this champion is built at all to be dependent on special attacks. So I'm actually gonna build up. We'll do an SP3, and then we'll go to the SP2, just so I can show you guys how the weapon builds up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5. See, I always get afraid whenever I use his SP3 though, because like by the time I get there, they're usually taken down, because like he does have a base critical rating of a ton. Look at this. I mean, some of his attacks here are pretty hard. And yes, it is because he's a rank 4, but like at the same time, there's some champions that don't do any of this damage. 9,000 base attack. That's basically a special attack. Do the 20%. Boom, boom, and boom. Shut her down. There we go. So we got the 5 stacks of weapon. 5. There we go. 5. Got the taunts falling off. Let's go ahead and do a heavy attack. There we go. Let's see. Boom. So we have 55,000. This is what I'm saying. He's insanely crit dependent. So I feel like if his crits were guaranteed, like if they reworked OG Spidey and they made his kit so that he is guaranteed like to critical rate, I feel like if he was like Hitmonkey, he would be so much better, because his special attacks don't really do much besides like the random nuke of an SP2, which could be fun if I knew that his basic attacks would actually crit. Like, it's basically like, it's like having Hitmonkey, except his critical rating's not guaranteed. And that is where I feel like separates OG Spidey from like everybody else. So you can see against Juggernaut here, if I can get to my SP1 before he can. So he's gonna throw his Unstoppable here. And then you'll notice that Juggernaut is a champion who gains Unstoppables all the time, regardless of what he does. 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and use my SP and it's going to completely shut down his Unstoppable effect. So as you can see, he can no longer gain Unstoppable until he does there. And of course, this is going to be a percent chance, so as long as we throw this one, now he's not going to be able to, because it shuts his ability accuracy down pretty far. So, I guess I should be clear with that. There is a percent chance that their abilities will work. But then, now that we have both those buffs up there, it's not going to activate. So you want to keep your webbing up, and you want to keep those buffs on him. Look at that, like 168k. Come on, that's okay. So, you're going to want to make sure that you are getting both of those webbing stacks on him. So, like the 2 SP1s or the SP3, and then just go ahead and do some damage. Whether you want to save for an SP2, which I recommend, but like by that time, they're basically already dead. So, I found him insanely useful for the Battleground season, because, you know, you need the evade, you also need, you know, to not parry your enemy, and with this, a lot of people are using Fantman right now. You know, Fantman has become meta again, which it's not like he hasn't always been overpowered, but now that he is a 7-star, he's become a little bit of an issue. I have actually been taking OG Spidey in against Fantman and having actually really good results, because Spider-Man's SP1s shut down a lot of his ability accuracy, which can be the glancing effect, which can be his random personal buffs. And it's like, you know what? After his, you know, special attacks like this, it shuts Fantman down from getting all those effects. And so then I can just go in, lay into him, I can just use my critical rate and just basically beat onto him until, you know, I get an SP2 and they're basically dead. So I highly recommend checking out OG Spidey too, because it's like, you know what, like I said, is that like there's going to be champions that you're going to love that a lot of people aren't going to, and I think that's going to be completely dependent upon, you know, what your playstyle is, where you're at in the game, and you know who you should be taking. Do I think you should be taking up rank 3 to rank 4 OG Spidey when you're in, you know, you're not done with Act 9 or Act 8. No, I don't think you should. I think that if you're playing this game and, you know, you are sitting at probably, you know, a pretty small roster and you just started and, you know, you haven't done Act 6 yet, which is the hardest game, don't take up champions that aren't going to benefit you. Now, I can guarantee there's people on there who are like, yeah, well, I did all of Act 6 and Act 7 with Iron Patriot. Good for you. I'm glad you did. I bet you had a very fun time spending 90% of the time, you know, on fights that could be done in 5 seconds. But, you know, when you build your account up a little bit, and, you know, you have some fun, and you got extra crystals and rank up catalysts, if there's that one champion that's, like, really itching you, where you're like, man, I love playing this character. I think he's a ton of fun. I want to take him up. He's not the best, but, like, I think he's fun. Take him up. Like, as soon as I had my first rank 4, you know, I did America Alex, which is America Chavez, my wife. I went ahead and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take up one more and then we'll do a non-meta rank up. And we did Null, just because Null is an absolute beast. And regardless of whether Null would have been amazing or not, I would have taken him up. I feel like that still would have deterred me from ranking him OG Spidey. But OG Spidey for the 3rd rank up, I love him. Like, this dude is an absolute unit. Like, I've seen, like, Yuri's got his freaking war machine, you know, Chu's got his Rocket Raccoon, and he has OG Spidey, man. So it's like, you know what, if you're having fun with the game, if you're having a good time, you're having a good time playing this game, don't let anything. There we go, 180k, and she's washed. Okay, so that's enough of the classic gameplay here. As you guys can see, you just want to do the 2 SP1s, SP2, or you just want to do the SP3 to the SP2, but I prefer the 2 SP1s. I think it's faster and it's better. Let's move on to a synergy team. Alright guys, so I'm going to be the synergy team for him. So as usual, we have the holding back this whole time. Heavy attacks inflict a non-stacking injury debuff for 13 seconds. Hitting an injured opponent bypasses 100% of physical resistance. I'm going to tell you right now, this is cracked against champions. Like, even future Ant-Man, I've been, of course you can't use synergies in Battlegrounds, but fighting future Ant-Man and throwing 2 SP1s and just like completely evading future Ant-Man's kit has been great, especially the chance that you have to evade him. Like, I'm gonna tell you, great counter for him. I gotta get my slurps on camera there. Okay, so next up, so I have Doc Ock here, which gives that, and then he also does the 6% attack rating. I have Silk, which grants him the ability to, once a fight, 100% evade the special attack. And that's pretty cool because it's going to save up on your menu just like how it does for Silk. And then I also do have the one with Mr. Negative, which gives him some pretty cool things. You know, it gives him some random abilities per fight. You guys can go ahead and read that if you want. And then I have Odin, so then I can throw the 3 debuff or the 3 buffs over on Spider-Man's kit. So let's go ahead and just jump in here. Let's go to Winter Soldier. We'll do a few fights and then we can just jump out. So we're going to go ahead and activate all 3 of these really quick. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Okay, so let's just jump in and showcase this damage. So I'm going to show you guys the rotation that I do. So I like to start off with a heavy, because the heavy attacks can usually use some crit rating. Look at this, 9,000, 6,000. Yeah, we're just jumping right in there, doing some good damage. 1, 2, 3. See, I always find myself counting when I play this game. I swear I keep focused. 1, 2, 3, 5. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place the SP1, which you can see has got the 3 debuffs on him again. There we go. Boom, got him. So now we've got the 2 stacks again. Here we go. 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, we basically completely cracked him out with this synergy team. Like, compared to the gameplay before, look how much more damage we're doing here. There we go. 1, 2, 5. Let's see if we can get that SP2 crit. There we go. We just evaded. Boom. So 123,000. We basically got him down now. There we go. Like, we're doing some good damage. Come on. 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. So, as you guys can see, that's a pretty fast fight. So we're going to go up, and we're going to do Captain Marvel, and then we'll do Juggernaut, just so we can show how he shuts down those abilities and how much more damage he does do with, you know, a pretty good synergy team. Now, this isn't like the end-all, be-all Spider-Man synergy teams. There's definitely probably a better one, but this is kind of something that I sauced together, you know, something that I found to be fun. You know, I feel like it was doing a lot more damage than normal. So we've got that, the bone-breaking, what is it, the fracture debuff on him. You know, it looks like a bone to me, so. There we go, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we use SP1, 5. We'll use the heavy again to get that back on her. Because we want that physical resistance going to be building up. 5, there we go. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Boom! There we go, 196,000. That's probably one of the, like, I'd say close to like the top percent of like the highest hits I have had. I've had like 219, 226. I've had some pretty high up crits, but 196, that's not a bad one. So let's go here. Let's see him against Juggernaut, which, oh my gosh, against Mystics, this guy's a tank. Look at that. We're just doing 26,000 crit on a heavy attack. So looks like he's got his unstoppable up. Let's go ahead and get rid of that here. There we go. Alright. Now he's not going to be able to use his unstoppable buff. There we go. Heavy attack. Look at that. Trying to get an unstoppable. Oh, he gained his unstoppable. Okay, well, that's just unfortunate. And 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Now he should be able to gain it. If he gains one past this point, I'm going to be surprised because I've never seen him do that. 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Go ahead and put the bone break on him. Go. 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's see what we do. 78,000. So, again, he's going to be completely crit dependent. I think that OG Spidey's got some insane potential. But, yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, if you guys did enjoy the OG Spidey gameplay, that is going to be his kit so far, guys. Let me know if you guys would take up OG Spidey. Like, I mean, he's got a pretty high PI. It's not bad. But let me know in the comment section below, would you guys take this character up? Would you guys just throw him in the trash bin? Is he a Yori rank up for you? Is he a Yori rank up for you? And you know what? Let me know who your non-meta rank 4 is going to be. Let me know. You know what? Join my Discord. It is in the description. And send me in your craziest rank ups, because I know that I can't be the only person with these crazy rank 4s. I know, like, my buddy Yuri, he's got his arcade, or I'm sorry, not arcade, he's got his War Machine. Chew Boom has got his Rocket Raccoon, and he's got I-Bomb, which, when he did that, I was literally dying. I was like, dude, Chew, there's no way that you have an I-Bomb rank up. Like, that's beyond me. I still can't believe that. Such a cool rank up. I think the non-metas are they're the best, man. But yeah, let me know your guys' non-meta rank ups in the comment section below. And again, guys, just remember that if you are playing this game, this is not going to be, not every champion is going to be good and not every champion is going to be bad. But what matters is if you have fun playing them, because I've played this game for 10 years, and something that really drowned me out every single time is like, oh, I have to have the new best meta champion. And that's not the case. You can have fun with everybody. There's 305 champions in this game, and you can have fun with every one of those as long as it's not Iron Patriot, Captain Marvel, all of them, besides the movie version. And like, I don't even know. Maybe like Drax or somebody. Even Drax, you guys. Take up who you'll enjoy playing, and just have fun with the game. I would definitely say, you know, have one meta rank up, you know, so you can buff out the account. But like, if you get to a point where you're getting OP, take up the champions you enjoy to have. Don't listen to anybody else, and just have a good time. But thank you guys so much for the love and support, and also thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I never thought that we would get to this point. I never thought that we would hit this. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support recently, and I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Thank you all so much for swinging by. God bless you. guys. So we have officially opened our members account here on YouTube. So for 99 cents, you guys can use all of these stickers in my live streams and in my comments. So if you guys want to join members and get access to exclusive videos such as me going through the antique shop with Chippy, or me going to C2E2 with Alex, or just random crystal openings that I won't upload to YouTube and exclusive content, for only 99 cents, you are able to get all of that. So stay tuned, guys, and the more members that we have, the more stickers I'm able to upload. So, you know, if you guys want to use the Magic Monkey sticker or the Diet Coke Slurp sticker or even one of your choice, let me know in the comment section below and join for 99 cents, guys. All support to the channel is going to go right back to the game, and it helps me afford the Diet Cokes. So please, guys, don't make me not have a Diet Coke.